we'll see you in Charlotte for the awards.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Thank you. We are here with the 2019 NASCAR Gander Outdoors Truck Series Championship team. And that is the driver, Matt Crafton, who has won his third championship, following championships in 2014, 2013, and this 2019 champion, tying Jack Sprague for second on the all-time list, and one behind NASCAR Hall of Famer Ron Hornaday Jr., crew chief Junior Joyner, and Thor Sport Racing GM David Pepper. Gentlemen, maybe just an opening comment from each of you. We'll start off with you, Matt. Climbing up the ranks in the record books here in the Gander Outdoor Truck Series, tying Jack Sprague. How does that feel, one behind a Hall of Famer?
It's an unbelievable feeling to be able to have three, and just the whole group behind me. I mean, Duke and Ron Thorson, Menards, and every one of these guys that build these trucks every week. I mean, Junior and I are just the lucky ones that I know he makes all the calls, but at the end of the day, these guys build these trucks, and we're fortunate enough to be able to. He makes the calls, and I get to drive these things. And this thing was phenomenal tonight. Hill had a rocket ship, and there at the end of the race, I felt like I could have raced him maybe harder, but at the same time, I know I could have lost a lot of time racing him. And at the end of the day, it was about winning the war, not just this battle.
Junior, talk about this championship season for the 88 team. Certainly an interesting one of ups and downs, but the triumph at the end of the race, like Matt just said, winning the war, not necessarily the battles throughout the season.
Yeah, that's all that matters. Is we had a rough one. We've had a couple rough ones, and you know, I've been waiting for a long time. I lost my mom earlier in the year, and I've been waiting for the day that I could tell her thank you, and I could give her one, and we gave her the big one. You know, I've been waiting to win a race, and so I could dedicate it to her. But we're gonna win. We're gonna dedicate the war to her. And she always came here. She was at both our championship wins. She lived down here, and it was a hard one. It was a tough interview tonight. I know I had an angel on my shoulder tonight. I was praying for no yellow at the end. But I think our truck was good enough, and he was good enough on the restarts. Maybe we could have won the thing. Who knows? You know. But you just don't want that circumstance. You just want. We had like a 10-second delta. I wanted to keep it that way. So it's been a rough year. For sure, we've had a lot of issues, but we've had speed, and we kind of made a pact that we were going to stick with a certain package, you know, dating back to last year. And I feel like I don't know, you're driving it. I feel like we're making gains on it.
Yeah, I'd say we made gains without a doubt. I mean, yeah, we haven't won. We didn't win tonight, and but at the end of the day, we can always say we won the battle. We got the big trophy at the end of the year. That's all that matters, and it feels damn good. I'll tell you that much.
And then, David, for you, certainly an interesting, I guess you could use the word, interesting season for Thor Sport Racing. A lot of mountains to climb on this one. Talk about reaching the top here at Homestead.
You know, I just can't say enough about these guys and everybody at Thor Sport. Just calling right now, too. That's our owner. Duke calling me. Just the perseverance that everybody in this organization had. These guys tonight, you know, we get kicked. We've had off nights. We've had tough weekends. And to end the season with the championship and win the regular season championship, you know, this organization has the big hardware. I know we didn't win as many races as we want to. We're going to come back next year and really focus on that. But I just like to give a lot of thanks to Duke and Rhonda Thorson for having faith in us and giving us the opportunity to do this, and the perseverance that everybody had to win this deal. It's truly special.
All right. Well, thank you, gentlemen. If you have a question for our championship winning team, please raise your hand. We'll get you a mic. We'll start with Reed and then go to Lee.
I'll be there in just a minute. We're at the media center.
Spencer with NASCAR Wire Service. Matt,
At the media center.
in Victory Lane, you seem to take quite a bit of satisfaction in proving people wrong. How much of a motivating factor was it for you to pretty much go in your face to the people who had written off the two-time champion?
Oh, there was nothing sweeter. To be honest, you were like, it was that little jab in the side, and I don't know if I needed that, but at the end of the day, it kind of just ticked me off. I mean, she's sitting next to me, so I'm just going to be really nice right now. So it kind of ticked me off a little bit to just go, you know what, I want to prove you really, really wrong tonight. And I knew I was going to go in and do whatever I had to do for every one of these guys, for Duke and Rhonda, and every one of these guys that worked hard. But like I said, it was just that little bit extra poking, and then to be able to say, I proved you wrong, boys.
Go up to Elite.
SpencerRacingVoice.com. Do you just kind of give it up to being a veteran that you were able to remain patient? I mean, you know, ill had a rocket ship. You just knew you had to stay ahead of the three guys you were contending with for a title.
Yeah, that was the toughest point, because they were telling me the 16 and the 51 were coming. Don't worry about those two. And me just had your head down, just racing hard. I'm thinking 51. You mean I got to worry about the 51? Oh wait, no, I don't, because I was thinking 51, 52. I mean, I guess that was just my bad, just not counting very well at that point. But I once they told me that the 24 was 9 seconds back, and I'm like, and then they're saying you're gapping him by 3/10 lap, and then being the 16 race for a couple laps hard, and I'd catch him every once in a while. I'm like, man, I need to look at the big picture right here and not just worry about taking a chance at losing this championship. Let's just ride right here, but race as hard as I could without trying to do anything dumb to put the thing in the fence and just go win the championship.
And on Thursday, we were all standing around, and you were asked by a couple of people, you know, what would it mean for you to win the championship, and without winning throughout the season, you said, I will sleep perfectly fine at night. You'll have the trophy to keep for. You still feel that way?
Oh, absolutely, 100%. When they said without winning a race or winning a championship, you know what, I'm going to sleep really good all winter long with this trophy. Because when you win a race, that's very sweet, but you usually only have 1 week, like 4 or 5 days to gloat about it. But I think I got like 2.5 months to gloat about this championship before next year. We all do.
Yeah. When we walk in the shop and see that banner on the wall, we ain't gonna say we didn't win no races.
I think it makes it more special, because we pride ourselves, the way we race, the way we look at this, we're always trying to be consistent with our team and run consistent. I think you finished with the best average finish this year, this team, these guys. And, I mean, we won the regular season without winning the race with Grant. We won this one without winning a race. I think it makes it even more special that we can be that consistent, that we can be there.
Go over here to Jacob.
Jacob Zillman, Speed Sport. I got a couple here, and I'll start with David, because your phone ringing kind of half answered my first question, because I was going to ask if Duke and Rhonda were here.
Duke and Rhonda are here.
Okay.
They're waiting on a golf cart, and they would like to go to the plane. They have celebrated with us. They're happy.
He's getting his ass chewed right now.
Yeah, but he's laughing. That's why he called back twice. I'll just keep calling, Doc. It'll be fun.
Fair enough. You know, thinking back on this year, and really the last couple of years, knowing what you guys fought through 2016 to build all the way back to this point, how gratifying is it to sit here tonight after the fire, after everything, and be at the pinnacle again?
I don't even have words. I mean, there again, it's about Duke and Rhonda. They give us every single thing. I think these guys, we say it all the time, and I don't think people truly understand, because we're off the beaten path. We don't get the people to come by our shop because we're a little out of the Charlotte area, there in Sandusky, Ohio. But you know, next year is our 25th anniversary of being a race team, and they give us every single thing we possibly need to go win races, and we put a lot of pride in being able to win for them. They're not big about celebrating and being in front of the camera, and you know, it's us celebrating for them, and to be able to bring home this hardware. I know Matt's been with the company, what, 15, 16 years now?
19.
19 years, yeah. Working on 20. I mean, it's not really a race team, it's a family. I mean, they're family. It's just special.
Matt, can you add to that a little bit, knowing, you know, you've obviously been with the company about as long as it's
It's been 19 years.
To, you know, to come back through the fire, what you
yeah.
guys fought through.
I mean, it's very sweet. One of the hardest losses that I've ever taken was in 2016. We had pretty much dominated the championship race that night in 2016, and Sauter passed us. I think it was about 8 to go, roughly, to beat us for that championship, and we had dominated the championship run that night in that group. And for whatever reason, when we put that last set of tires on, it just got really, really tight, and Johnny passed us. And I honestly, that was one of the hardest things I went through. And the only person I wanted to talk to that night was this little girl sitting in my lap. And first thing I called her, and she told me, "Why didn't you win?"
And Matt, you said Thursday we're chasing Hornaday. You got one more to catch him. Is that the motivator now?
Oh, absolutely. That's what it's all about, to be able to say that you can accomplish and win as many championships as Ron Hornaday, because he's been the man in the Truck Series. You look at the Truck Series and you say Ron Hornaday. And so if we can put ourselves in that record book and have as many championships as him, be awesome.
Yeah.
David?
Davey Siegel with Front Stretch. Matt, you kind of touched on it, but it's been 86 races, I believe, since you've last won on asphalt, and it's been since 2017 at Eldora since you won on the dirt. So, I mean, the past few years, how tough have they been on you personally, on the track, off the track, and also as a team? And how
I thought we were talking about championship stuff tonight. and you want to be one of those negative guys?
No, it's coming around. So how much more gratifying does that make tonight?
Oh, yeah, I mean, it's very sweet, without a doubt. I mean, to be able to put this thing and give these guys this championship trophy, that's what it's all about.
Bob, do you have one?
The first is, does this one feel any different, not having one compared to the others?
And you want to be one of those negative guys.
No, just want.
No, I mean, I thought you were better than that, Bob. But at the end of the day, you know what we can say? We won the championship, and it's just as sweet, to be totally honest. I said, yeah, it had been great to win some of those battles throughout the year, but we went through a lot, and we've had a lot of adversity this year, ups and downs, and without a doubt, I felt like we should have won some races, but at the end of the day, we're the 2019 Truck Series champion.
And you said that you're the lucky guy who gets to drive. I'm curious if you felt lucky. You haven't had a top 5 since Texas, and so have you felt lucky throughout the second half of the season, or was today the big day?
No, I felt good all the way throughout since Texas at that point, because I know what we fought through, and just the adversity and the issues that we've had, and the speed that this truck's had. So I feel blessed to be able to have a shot at coming into here and winning a championship.
Chase?
Chase Willem, NASCAR.com. Matt, I saw in victory or in that celebration that Ron Hornaday was giving you a little grief and saying you still have one more until you can tie him. What was he telling you, and what was that like?
Oh, me and Ron go back way back. I mean, he used to race with my dad back in the day, and Ron he's been the man. And I said he's got one up on me. So I've definitely got a few years under my belt. A few more years to go, without a doubt, to be able to at least do what he's done and maybe tie him and maybe even beat him. I know he was still whooping us when he was like 50 years old, and I'm still quite a ways away from that.
Zach? Zach, do you still have a question? No. We'll go back to Jerry.
Jerry Jordan, KickingStars.net. Back. Dave, for you, this playoff didn't get started on the right foot for the organization.
I totally don't remember what you're talking about.
Is this kind of a blessing or vindication of some sort for the organization to get this championship, considering what you don't remember?
You know, when you start in Daytona, and I think these guys will agree, and Matt, been doing this for a long time, it's not a sprint, it's a journey. I mean, you look back and it's like, oh, it's only 10 months ago when we started this run. It's not a really long period of time. But then you think about every single thing that happens all along the way to get to this point. And I think all the lows and the highs are what make it worthwhile. I think we had to go through those things to make this the special night that it is. It makes you appreciate it even more. It's, you know, these champagne bottles, the championship rings, the hats, the towels, the look in the guy's eyes on the team winning this deal. It's, those are great memories. Those are special things that, you know, you have to go all season to appreciate just how hard it is and all the hours they put in. So, no, it didn't start out great, but it sure ended great.
Speaking of ending great, we'll end over here. Damn, that was a perfect close. Well, that
Weaver,
one-
what's wrong? You're not going to talk?
I know,
Are you tweeting right now or what? You got no questions for us? What's going
He don't have anything negative to say.
on? Under the weather? Check.
Mike Massey, FrontStretch.com. I was going to ask something about Horn Day, but I'll ask instead, what are you guys going to do with the celebration this time that you regret not doing last time? Anything? Now you know how to win a championship, how to celebrate it. So.
We're probably going to go find a beverage or two or a few tonight and have a good time, and then
We're going to have a lot of Daddy Pepsis tonight.
that's it.
We'll wrap it up with Lee.
Oh, my God.
Okay, Elodie, are you ready?
Go ahead.
What can you tell us about Daddy's run tonight?
I am really excited.
What are you
Junior's the greatest.
What are you gonna do with the championship money?
What are you going to do with that?
I don't know.
Maybe buy some new toys?
No.
Thank
All
you.
right, that's the perfect way to end it. Gentlemen, congratulations on an outstanding season. Enjoy this. Enjoy the night. And we look forward to crowning you officially again in Charlotte at the awards. Enjoy.
Can you have fun with that and tell him it's next Friday?